Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's Tubo Player NegativeAE and welcome back to Steins Gate. Last we left off right here. Let's see how many episodes we can get done today. Maybe one, maybe two. I'm feeling a little bit tired now. We'll see. There's a couple things I'm worried about, by the way. There's the satellite that just disappeared, and then there's the email that I got a long time ago. So hopefully those don't bite me in the ass. Wait, Titor? As in that Titor? You know about him. He might be using a different code name though. I don't just know about him. He's been active on @channel for the past several weeks. I open the @channel thread on my phone and show it to Suzuha. Look, there's someone posting named John Titor. Suzuha stares at the screen. Why is her last name different then? This solves the puzzle. Your father is on @channel. Huh? You're right. Hey, shouldn't you be more surprised? Well, it's not him. How do you know? You just said your father calls himself Titor. I can tell. This Titor isn't my dad. That's a strange way to put it. It's almost like she knows who's behind John Titor. As if to answer my suspicion, Suzuha continues. His name's not John. The name my father used was... Barrel Titor? Barrel Titor? Does that mean that John Titor is a fraud? I open my eyes into a deep scarlet sky. That's a beautiful sky. I'm on my back, lying face up. Where are you? The bench, maybe? The sky is vast, and the color's ominous. I've never seen it like this before. Where am I? I sit up. Oh fuck, that actually kind of scared me. I don't know, it's a visual novel, but the silence. And then the loud noise. A wasteland stretches to the horizon, nothing but rocks and dust as far as the eye can see. No plants, no water. No sun, no moon. No warmth, no cold. Not a single breath of wind. Looks like hell. A frozen world. It can't be Earth. Mars? I could believe. Why am I here? This must be a dream. I give up thinking about it and lie down again on the sand. I guess I'll wake up soon. I should just wait until then. But I wait, but the dream shows no sign of ending. Have I ever had a dream this lucid before? There's a terrible ringing in my ears that keeps me awake. I realize that it's the sound of silence. My belongings are gone. I have no watch, no phone. And the lack of motion numbs my sense of time. How long have I been lying here? Might have been for only a second. Might have been for 3 days. An epiphany. The concept of time is a human construct. I've been saying this the whole time. The universe at large has no use for it. Time is a cage that we created to feel secure. Within its walls, we can forget its own significance. I thought we created it to like trade stuff and stuff. I'm thirsty. It hurts to breathe. This void is no place for a human. We're not strong enough to live in a world without time. Tears fill my eyes. What do they mean? I no longer know. I want to die. Yes, let's die. But what is death? To be frozen in time? Time stopped for me long ago. How can I die in a world that's already dead? Everything inside me is crumbling away. Who am I? I can barely recall. My soul is melting into the void. Someone there? Anyone? Something moves in the corner of my eye. Impossible. I try to move my eyes, but I've forgotten how. Well, isn't that fucking weird? Found you, Okari. A pleasant voice silences the buzzing in my ears. It reminds me who I am. Okabe Rintaro. This time, my eyes move. There's a girl sitting on a nearby rock. Jesus Christ. I recognize her. My frozen brain comes alive. Her presence breathes new life into this dead world. Mayuri? My brain is still half asleep, and I cannot speak. It's Mayuri, Shina Mayuri, my oldest friend. She smiles at me and swinging her legs. Why? Why? This is Earth, you know? 70 million years ago. So, my question... Some scary people sent you here in a time machine. This is a dream, right? Mayushi went looking for you and found ocarines from many, many world lines. You're one of many ocarines, and also the original. Mayushi is one of many Mayushis and is also the original. And now, Ocarine and Mayushi... God damn, that's dark. This is a dream, right, Mayuri? But... I know that another Ocarine and Mayushi will pick up where we left off, 70 million years in the future. That is dark. So everything's A-okay. This is a dream. CRT television. Hammer at home again. I already know. There's just no time on this clock anymore? Was I not paying attention, or didn't there used to be like numbers on this clock? I don't know. Like, I guess that's too little of a detail. I jerk awake on top of the sofa. My body is drenched in sweat. Oh, don't auto that. It was a dream. Although I don't think we should like take that for granted, dude. Like, I don't think that was pretty specific, right? This is the theme music. I must have fallen asleep sometime around noon. Hold on. What a horrible nightmare. Hold on. I guess that threatening email I got is still weighing on my mind. You can't... That's too relevant to our situation. You don't just have a dream like that. Still, Mayuri has had to save me. Even in a dream, that's unacceptable. Or that's... yeah. I'm the one who saves her. That's the way it should be. Besides, Mayuri's not smart enough to talk about time travel like that. I sit up and look around the room. She's right where I expect to find her. In front of the TV, watching a Rainet Kakaru TV. On the screen, the Upa riding Kakaru's shoulder is screaming something unintelligible. I wish I had an Upa. Look at her sitting there all spaced out. Mayuri needs my protection. That dream was wrong. I don't think that's something that we should ignore, though. I chug a Dr. P and check my phone. No new mails. I sent Taitor a mail several hours ago just to make sure that he really isn't Suza's father. He hasn't... Oh, fuck. That's a bad idea, dude. That is such a bad idea. This man is full of bad ideas. Obviously, Dara and the others don't know that I changed the past. Instead... Okay, we'll answer the phone. This is Hoin Kyoma. Hello? Oh, it's you. Who's that, yeah? Wait. So hold on. She's Ferris 10. Okay, so hold on. We're in the timeline where she... Could Demo have changed that too? Ferris is Ferris, yeah? I don't have any other names, yeah? Right, your true name is Ferris. My apologies. Of course, she's just being her usual self. Wait, I don't understand. So we changed the world, right? Like, she's not... What is it? If Ferris is calling me, it might be about the IBN 5100. She did promise to help us find one. You've been too conspicuous now. The cat's out of the bag, and now you're trapped, yeah? More Ferris' usual nonsense? The 4 Guardian Kings have awakened, yeah? There's no escape, yeah? Okay, so she's speaking Yan-Yanian, right? But, like, didn't that, non-plus May Queen squared, whatever the fuck it was, got shut down, right? So, like, am I not following this? Or am I following this? I don't know. And she's a professional card battler now, right? So she doesn't know Moe culture. Nor should she be wearing cat ears, unless that's just what she does. After the 4 Guardians, so you're telling me that even without the restaurant, she still speaks like that. The 4 Guardian Kings are the 4 Guardian Queens, yeah. After that, it's the 8 Devils, then the Black Angel 12, yeah? That many? What's going on in this town? You've really stirred up a hornet's nest, yeah? I'm sorry, Kyoma, but this is checkmate, yeah? No, it's not over yet. If I can just acquire the item, I can turn the tide. What the fuck is this conversation? Have you still not located an IBN 5100? Sorry, Nya. I have agents looking all over the world, but still no luck, Nya. That's another thing, it's like, where's the IBN 5100? Like, we need to fucking get on that. Please hurry, I'm running out of time. Okay, Nya. I'll tell you as soon as I find one, Kyoma. Until then, hold on to your 9 lives, Nyan. Yeah. I can't die yet. El Sai-kong. She hung up before I could finish. Damn it. That's why I hate talking to Ferris. Anyway, moving on. What the fuck was that? This time around, my search for an IBN 5100 is going poorly. Actually, I should consider myself lucky for having found one so easily the first time. I mean, the IBN 5100 is practically an urban legend. There are people like Moeka who've spent months searching for it with no success. Last time, it barely took me 3 days to reach Yanabayashi Shrine, as if something was guiding me there. It was fate, no. It was the choice of Steins Gate. That's why its loss is so painful. Guess that's why they call it the Phantom PC. Daria is sitting at his computer like always. I read on that channel that some collectors will pay millions of yen to buy one. The IBN 5100 is their serious business, man. If they have that high a premium, then people must know their secret. They're all after the data in CERN's mate. I don't know. I don't get it. How come they're so expensive? I mean, I guess they were pretty expensive to begin with. Looks like they cost about 20,000 back in the day. 20,000, that is expensive. Anyway, I can't believe it's so hard to find one. Sure, it was a nice machine for its time, but it's only for its time. You have to go crazy to want one now. Maybe it's one guy burying them all up. What am I looking at? What are you doing, dude? What is this? New pawn? The harder something is to obtain, the stronger the desire for it becomes. That's how people are. And that's exactly how I feel now. In the depths of CERN, wow, this music is great. In the depths of CERN, completely isolated from the outside. I know it's a little quiet because I have it like down, but the strings, like, that's awesome. Anyway, what secrets are lying there? Could it contain data from CERN's time machine research? Could there be proof that the Committee of 300 exists? The desire to know grows stronger by the day. And it's not just about plunging the world into chaos anymore. We need the power to oppose CERN's evil ambitions. And then there's that threatening email to consider. Dara is confident that CERN won't find us, but I can't afford to take that for granted. After all, we're up against the brightest minds in the world, the scientists who invented the World Wide Web. And they're backed by a secret organization more powerful than any nation. And we're way out of our league here. They'd have no trouble crushing our puny lab if they desired. That's why we need a trump card to hold against them. But without an IBM 5100, we can't move forward. I'm getting restless. Whoa, what's this? Dara suddenly lurches forward to stare at his monitor. What's wrong? But there's no way that's right. What are you talking about? Explain. Well, I'm pulling data off the server, looking for a way to gain root access. And these files are downloading crazy fast. I mean, we're talking light speed here. It's hard to believe, but for some reason, this area has a direct fiber optic line to CERN. Several lines even. Direct? What do you mean? I mean, there's literally a fiber optic cable running underneath this building to CERN's headquarters in France. Is that strange? Of course it's strange. Yeah? Dara calls up the National Assembly of France's website. Then he brings up the command prompt and hammers out some commands. Have a look. This is the route we used to visit the Assembly of France's site. It starts from our IP address. From there, it passes through various relays in Japan, jumps to France, then bounces around there for a while before finally reaching the National Assembly's site. It takes 16 steps to get there. The average transfer rate is about 300 milliseconds. That's for that's for a normal overseas connection. In other words, there's a route we have to take to get from France to Japan. Everyone takes the same route. Other countries are the same. Even browsing domestically takes about 10 steps. Now let's try CERN. Dara calls up CERN's homepage on the browser. Then he displays the route like last time. The result. There's only one step. They've bugged us. We need to move labs. The PC, well, we're already done. They have a time machine in the future, and they could just wipe us out. It's over. We lost. The transfer rate is 100 times better than usual. Crazy fast. You can't even get these numbers domestically, man. Why do we have a direct line? Is this even possible? It was like this when we found it. I didn't do anything. So the building already had a hotline to CERN? This can't be a coincidence. It must be the choice of Steins. It doesn't make any sense. Why would there be an independent line running from here all the way to CERN? Daru is so excited he interrupted me. No Japanese or French telecommunication company would set up something like this. Which means CERN did it themselves. Daru gulps and nods. Cold sweat oozes from his brow. I feel a chill as well. They know. CERN might as well be able to see everything that we're doing. No. Maybe CERN has been expecting us for years. How could that be? The answer is simple. John Titor claims that CERN completed their time machine in 2034. Just 2 years later, the world is a dystopia under their rule. Maybe the CERN of 2034 considers our opposition in 2010 a threat. Maybe they used their time machine to travel to 2000 and install a fiber optic cable to track our every move. It's entirely possible. That's exactly what they did. Has the invention of the time machine started an intertemporal war? If so, what can we do? Our enemy might be stronger than even I can imagine. Yeah, there's nothing you can fucking do. If they can travel time and space, like, there's absolutely nothing that you can do. That's ultimate power right there. You just lose. They can stop anything that you want to do. But thanks to this direct line, we can now control the LHC remotely. You figured out how? Wow, that's amazing, Daru-kun. Mary pauses her DVD and comes up beside me. With a connection this fast, we can control the LHC practically in real time. I haven't actually tried it yet, though. That's right, even if this is some kind of CERN trap, we might be able to make use of it. They're still vulnerable to our attack. The LHC is that 20-kilometer long tunnel thing, right? What does it do again? It accelerates protons and smashes them together. Oh, yeah. Mini black holes, right? The official line is that mini black holes might manifest as a byproduct of the particle collision, but that's not the truth. According to the top secret documents we found, the LHC was intended to create black holes from the very beginning, but we still don't know exactly how they do it. We need to think of a way to... Kurusu suddenly emerges from the development room. She was cooped up in there all morning. Her expression is unusually grave. What's wrong? I figured it out. Figured out what? I think I know how the phone wave works. Really? Kurusu nods. She still hasn't smiled. Keep in mind that this is just a hypothesis based on what we've observed. It's closely related to what you guys were just talking about, the LHC. I believe it was you, Christina, who called the LHC the world's largest microwave. Yes, exactly. My hunter's right. You've created a monster, Okabe. A monster. It doesn't belong in some amateur lab. And before you take that as an endorsement of your abilities, I mean it in a bad way. Kurusu clutches her arms as if to keep from trembling. Give me details. Did you know that the microwave oven was invented as a byproduct of radar research? Daru and I nod, and Mayuri shakes her head. We read up on all that back when the phone wave name subject to change started acting weird. Microwaves are electromagnetic waves with a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. Well, that's like double 1.21. I guess that's gigawatts, huh? The phone wave is a commercial grade, so its output is around 1,500 to 2,000 watts. Here's the important part. Kurusu goes on to explain that the electromagnetic waves output by the microwave are somehow connected to the electromagnetic waves output by the phone. In fact, you could say they fuse together. According to Daru's blueprints, the microwave and the phone are made to send out shared electromagnetic waves, Jesus Christ, by taking their leads and hardwiring each of them to magnetron's cathode and anode. On one hand, did I get a thing off of that? A vacuum tube used in microwaves. Oh, okay. Magnetron. On one hand, we have the microwave's super strong electromagnetic waves, originally a byproduct of military's research into radar technology. On the other, we have the cell phone's standardized electromagnetic waves, which are frequency now ubiquitous throughout the world. What happens when you fuse those two waves? Both devices use electromagnetic waves. I'm not a specialist though, so I can't examine the extent or magnitude of the influence the fusion has. But hypothetically, if a cell phone were to become a stepping stone, scattering the military-grade electromagnetic waves over a vast range of hundreds of kilometers, then not just Akiba, but all of Tokyo would turn into the inside of a microwave oven. Taking into account slight variance due to body weight, the average time until death for people inside would be 3 minutes. Seriously? Then the phone wave's a weapon of mass destruction, isn't it? Is it really that powerful? Let me tell you what happens inside the phone wave. The air inside the oven is full of invisible hydrogen atoms. First, it bombards the atoms with microwaves to increase their energy potential. This is the normal function of a microwave oven. But when you add the electromagnetic waves from the phone, the harmonics trigger a chain reaction. The particles collide repeatedly at near light speed, gaining mass and energy each time. In other words, it becomes sort of a particle accelerator. A particle accelerator? It's literally the same as the LHC. So, if the LHC was created to generate mini black holes, then the phone wave named subject to change must also produce mini black holes. Kurusu doesn't deny it. It's a miracle that thing has been so stable. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Even if it does produce mini black holes, they should evaporate instantly. But that's not what happens inside the phone wave. The jellification phenomenon proves that. Just like in the LHC, our mini black holes are turning into Kerr black holes. According to Taito, you have to inject electrons to produce the Kerr black hole effect. Where do the injected electrons come from? That's what I don't understand. The fucking TVs, dude. Man, they need me there. It's easy to pretend to be someone you're not. Ultimately, however, there's no escaping the contradictions between your false self and the real you. It's a paradox. Paradoxes can't hold. I tried to tell myself that I didn't need anyone, that forming bonds would only hurt, but somehow I ended up joining your cycle of friends. I still don't know if it was for the best. No, I'm sure it was. Without you, I would have given up on ever finding my dad. I don't know why I wrote all this. I guess what I'm trying to say is thanks. Are we sharing confessions now? Be careful whom you expose your innermost feelings. They may use them against you. Sounds like something I'd say. Yeah. It's the only thing I can say, and I want to keep having conversations with her. They come from the freaking TVs. The LHC uses something called a lifter to inject electrons into the black hole and control the gravitational field. Something is filling that role inside the phone wave. Something? Like I said, I don't know what. So I guess that's what it comes down to. All Kodasu's explanation does is confirm my hypothesis that the phone wave name subject to change functions the same as the LHC. We need to review what the LHC is. It's time for our LHC Moe guy to shine. LHC stands for Large Hadron Collider. Hadron. It's the name of an elementary particle. The LHC is basically a huge circular tunnel underneath Switzerland and France. It sits about 100 meters below ground and has a total length of 27 kilometers. There are 2 rings that run through the tunnel. Inside the rings is a super low temperature vacuum, an environment like outer space basically. Seriously, Moe. In an Hadron facility, protons are gradually accelerated by the linear accelerator, the proton synchron booster, and the super proton synchrotron. Finally, they're injected into the LHC where they undergo their final acceleration via a series of superconducting magnets installed in the tunnel. By now, they're traveling at up to 99 point whatever the fuck, the speed of light. That's enough to melt your brain. Not as dangerous as the phone wave, though. Finally, the accelerated protons collide approximately 1 to 10 billion times per second. The purpose of the LHC is to study the high energy reactions that result, or so they say. We know that they're a bunch of sneaking liars. I guess that about covers it. And that, my fellow lab members, brings us to the question: can the phone wave named subject to change beat CERN to true physical time travel? I'm a little worried that we're just doing their job for them. 2 problems. 1, setting the destination. 2, the lifter. 1, the TVs. And 2, we need to fucking stop doing time machine experiments. They're gonna finish their time machine sooner. It's dangerous to accept that without verification. Agreed. As for the lifter, we already know it exists. We just need to figure out what it is. It's the TVs. I don't think we're going to find it. The phone wave's not exactly big, you know. We've been poking at it for days without turning up a clue. We've turned up like 9 clues. Even if we do find it, it'll probably take forever to learn how to tune the electron feed properly. How long is forever? CERN's been working on it for 9 years and they still haven't solved it. We're just amateurs, so it's bound to take even longer. Wait, I have an idea. Let's look at it from a different angle. CERN tried sending people back in time, but they couldn't get the electron feed right. The singularities were not naked. It's the same with phone wave named subject to change. You can only send 36 bytes of data safely, otherwise you get Jellyman. Let's consider the problem in reverse. What if we could convert human to data, then compress that data in just 36 bytes? We could send that person through the ring singularity just like a T-mail, couldn't we? Convert a human to data? That's not even possible, man. And even if it were, there'd be like exabytes of data or something. You want to compress that into 36 bytes? Are you high? I thought it was a good... It sounded pretty good. I mean, I imagine it would be a lot of bytes, though. I guess it's not that easy. The barriers to time travel are just too high. I turned to Kodasu, meaning to ask her opinion, and then I suddenly realized that her expression has changed dramatically. Her eyes are wide as saucers, and her mouth is hanging open. Of course, if it works, then maybe... She pauses for a second, and then... Maybe we could do it. Dude, what are you talking about? Time travel? It's hard to believe what Kodasu is saying, even though it was my idea in the first place. Are you serious? Kurusu grins triumphantly in response. The data compression part, at least, is easy. We can just use the black holes created by the LHC, since black holes compress everything that they swallow. Compression won't harm data like it would harm a human. As long as we're just sending data, there's nothing to worry about. I don't get it. He says he gets it, but I don't get it. Wait. We can just use the black holes created by the LHC, since black holes compress everything they swallow. Won't harm data. Oh, so if we can convert a human into exabytes, we can compress data through the black holes? How do you plan to... There we go. That's the question. You know that my thesis got published, right?
No.
Wait, what's the thesis? No time to flaunt your accomplishments. Have you read it? I haven't. I've got some scans if you want to read it. Dario opens up his image folder and scrolls past tons of 2D porn, and then opens the scans image. Sure enough, there's Kurusu's name in big English letters. Makase announced that surprising thesis in the Far Eastern island nation. This thesis, even if it is possible, each man's making to data is possible, it is making each man's memory data. The title of my thesis is Analysis of Memory-Related Nerve Impulses in the Temporal Lobe. Temporal lobe? Nerve impulses? Wait, you didn't know? No, wait, this can't be right. This title sounds like neuroscience, not physics. I'm a neuroscientist. Got a problem? What? I can't believe it. From the way she talks about particle accelerators and time travel theory, I was sure she had to be a physicist. No, forget about that. How is this related to time travel? Converting an entire human into data is impossible. But converting a human's memories may be possible. Converting memories to data? Kurusu proceeds to explain her thesis. Memories accumulates in something called parahippocampal gyrus, or hippocampus, which is located in the temporal lobe of the brain. But what exactly are memories? Kurusu's theory analyzes, I don't know why I said analyzes, that question neuroscientific perspective. All of the humans, electrical signals running through neurons, even memories are written to the hippocampus by electrical signals. Kurusu analyzed how specific electrical signals correspond to specific memories. The mechanisms by which humans recall memories can be likened to a word association game. You begin with a vague abstract image, which calls successive images of increasing clarity. Imagine a chest of drawers. Each drawer is filled with tiny boxes, and inside each box is another bunch of tiny boxes. You keep opening boxes until you find the memory you're looking for. Kurusu discovered that the number of retrieval commands, nerve impulses, used to search up memories is surprisingly low. Out of hundreds of millions of nerve impulses patterns in the brain, only a few thousands are related to memory. It was the successful analysis of these patterns that earned Kurusu and her research team critical acclaim in the scientific community. Now, before you ask how this relates to time travel, there's one thing I need to explain. Several years ago, my lab, the Neurophysiology Lab at Victor Cadonia University, developed a technology called visual building, or VR for short. Put simply, it enables the conversion of video data into nerve impulse signal. Oh, nerve gear? What is this fucking... What is this? Used in reverse, it can also convert nerve impulses into video data, or any other kind of electronic data. So if we combine VR technology with my research, do you see where I'm going? No way. We can convert memories into data? Not just that. Memory transplantation, backups, external storage, all of those things can become possible. Like science fiction. In a sense, this technology could be used to copy a person's soul. According to Kurusu, some religious groups strongly oppose the research, as you might expect. On the other hand, the medical community is ecstatic about the possibilities. In any case, it's amazing that my assistant here was able to make such an incredible discovery. Of course, she did have a university supporting her, but still. So basically what you're saying is that we convert the subject's memories into video data, use the LHC's black hole to compress the data into 36 bytes, send that data through the Kerr black hole inside the phone wavenames subject to change, and finally imprint those memories on the subject's brain in the past. What does that mean? Thank you, Mary. We can send our memories back in time. In order to differentiate it from physical time travel, we'll call it a time leap for now. You don't go back, just your memories. It's so crazy that nobody's thought of it before. She's right, this idea is ridiculous, which is exactly why none of the geniuses at CERN could come up with it. But this union of physics, neuroscience, and neurophysiology will make the impossible possible. To transfer memories to past via cell phone to time leap. The important thing is to remember that only memories are being transferred. Personality and consciousness aren't included. What does it mean? How is it different from what you see in the sci-fi novels? Time looping in sci-fi usually sends everything: consciousness, personality, and memory. But in real life, there's too much data, and besides, we've only analyzed memories. Think of consciousness, personality, and memory as separate things. Memories are like the video data stored on your computer. And consciousness and personality are like the OS. But videos can take up way more space than the OS. It's just an example. For starters, we're still not clear where personality and consciousness are located, or how they're constructed. So we can't convert them into data, or at least I can't. So we can only send memories. Where does that leave us? Why is Kurusu here? Like, if she's this smart, okay. I need to end this episode. Your memories aren't the only thing that define you. Even if you send your memories to the past, it will be the receiving use consciousness and personality that process them. So in Mindor's terms, we're copying data from a Vista computer to a Min95? What? In Mindor's term? Is that Windows? Yep, yes it is. Data created with the latest OS might not work on an older OS. It might cause errors. For example, if you sent your current memories to yourself in elementary school, the gap between your memories and your body could have serious consequences. Is it correct to assume that we'll be targeting ourselves in the past? Kurusu nods at my question. Just like with the D-mail, we're using cell phones as the transfer medium. To be precise, you can only leap into your own body, and only if you had a cell phone at the time of the reception. There was an exception in Lukaku's case when we sent the D-mail to a pager, but that doesn't apply to time leaping. If you try sending memories to someone else, how do I put this? There's a danger that the electrical signals might be rejected. I wouldn't want to jump into someone else's body. I mean, unless it's the body of a cute girl. Is this guy capable of non-perverted thought? Don't you hehe me. Baka. If it bounces off, that's fine, but I'm worried that incompatible incompatible memory might do serious damage to the recipient's psyche.
どんな結果になるかわ
I
から
don't
な
know
い
what might happen.
人類
No one's
初の
done it before,
夢だから
after all. This makes us pioneers. I like it.
はっきりしているのは
There are
自
two
分が
things
生
I
まれ
do
る以
know.
前へは
One,
絶対に
you
いけないと
definitely
いうこ
cannot
と
go back before you were
自分が
born.
二人同
And
時に
two,
存在することはないってい
you
うこと
can't, or you
だから
won't exist in two places at once.
タイムパラドックスが発生する心配は
That
ない
means you won't have to worry about causing a paradox. You can kill your parents before you were born. Or you can't kill your parents before you were born. So the phones act like black and white holes. It seems like a strange coincidence that cell phones would be the medium of time travel, but really, it could have been anything else. Probably, man. These days, people wear their cell phones like a second skin. No other medium could reliably deliver the memories to their intended target. The more I think about it, the more I realize this was meant to be. Why did Ferris call me? I would put my phone and place it in my ear. Operation. It's another Norse. It's more Norse mythology. Christina had me fooled. I never knew she was capable of this. It must have been the choice of Steins Gate at the center here. Don't worry. I have everything under control. Nothing can stop us now. El Sai Konguru. I put away my phone and turned to Kurisu. Were you listening? Good. Commence preparations for Operation Verdandi.
いや少しは
First,
どういう
explain
こと
what
か
that is.
説明しろよ
We're going to build your time leap machine, Christina. And you better not say it can't be done. Not after showing me the way.
まあ
Well, this is Akibara. I should be able to find the parts I need.
なんと
Then it's decided. I'm placing you in charge of this operation. Whatever you need, ask, and it shall be yours. Together we shall complete the first time leap machine in human history. Kurisu nods. Her eyes are shining with a fierce, hungry light. As I thought, she's a scientist to the core. Kurisu and Daru go home, leaving me with Mayuri. I have to end it here. I cannot go on. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Subscribe if unnecessary. Lots of stuff is happening. Suzuha doesn't want me to trust Kurisu, so I'm like on edge with her, and she's like, I don't know what I'm fucking thinking, but I don't like Kurisu as much as I used to like her, because, you know, why does Amane Suzuha have a problem with her? It makes no sense. And then her father's Barrel Taitor, which makes me think that Saren's using Taitor's name, which is stupid, and the satellite's gone. Fuck, there's a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, like I said, leave a like. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and have a great day, you guys. Peace.